How's it going, everybody? November 29th, Merch by Amazon sales update. Small little celebration, I guess. It's come to this, that we're again celebrating double digits, which is a nice change, and definitely not what we've been seeing the last couple of days, maybe even like last 2 weeks or so. Let's get into these numbers because there's a bit of a shift in momentum. I don't know if this is going to continue into December. I'm hoping it will. A lot of people say, the real Q4 that kicks in actually once we get into December. So, we're getting pretty close, but it was getting pretty worrisome over the last couple of weeks, not just for me, but I've talked to a couple of people. There was somebody that even said that they had something like 6 0 days in a row. I know that for me, I think I got down to maybe 2 or 3. So the fact that this is what I'm seeing today, 10, is pretty nice. Let's look at, because this is the U.S. market, so I'm going to talk about this quickly, but then we'll look at the overall sales as well. So going back to Thursday, as you can see here, like that was the low of I would say pretty much the month. And slowly over the last 3 days, it's been kind of bouncing back with 6, 8, and then yesterday, like I said, 10, $192.90 in overall sales, $34 in royalties, which is kind of, it's okay. I was used to seeing over $100 every single day in October, but that's okay. We don't know what's going to happen, but we'll see. Overall, yesterday, 14 sales. So that, definitely not anything extreme, but it's a pretty decent day, especially because, what we have been experiencing the last couple of weeks, like I said. With those 14 sales yesterday, it brings me to 260 in total across all the marketplaces. Now I'm looking, today is the 29th. We're kind of halfway through the day, or at least it's close to noon. And, with tomorrow being the last day of the month, I don't think I'm going to crack that 300 that I was talking about. The 300 would be kind of it would make November just slightly better or as average as most months this year. Let's look at where we are and what I'm talking about. So that would not be it. That was the previous month. Let's look at this chart. So right now I'm kind of sitting, like I said in my previous video, it's going to be exactly like right smack in the middle. It's going to be the most average month of the year with, just about 200 sales in the US. And then, like I said, I'm pushing 300, but I don't think I'm going to get to it overall. So like I said, that's where I am right now. So some of the things that I've noticed are definitely Christmas designs have started selling. I wouldn't say that's the majority of my sales, but I'm noticing them. And then the other thing that I'm noticing are products that, and this is weird because it's so strange. Like, why would something that's not, for example, Christmas themed, but I posted, listed 2 years ago and maybe had like 6 sales overall, those products are starting to sell now. So it's this kind of like, and I keep going back to the whole like theories why this happened, and I've seen people on YouTube talk about this, and I am getting more and more convinced that it is some kind of an algorithm change. So again, I don't have all the details or anything like that, but there is a big difference in what's actually coming through. The other thing that I still want to confirm is the top sellers are definitely non-existent anymore. And I don't mean like they're not live. I'm just saying like the sales are non-existent. And that is the biggest mystery of all. Because if there was for example, policy change or something like it occurred last year in November, where, my products that were already listed, for example, for like 6 months, were going against the new policy, and then as a result of that, they were taken down. That's completely fine and fair, and I understand. But when something like that happens, like for example, I'll go from 20 sales a day to 0 for almost 3 weeks now, then it's kind of like a huge mystery, because that is just highly unusual. So anyways, what's happening is there's definitely a few products that are kind of starting to stand out. Like I said, one of the products that used to have the Amazon's Choice tag, which was taken down during that whole, let's call it algorithm change, even unconfirmed, was taken down. Now it's back, so those products are starting to sell again. I'm probably averaging 1 or 2 a day, but still, it's adding up, and it's also nice to see. So as you can see here, like there a bunch of products are selling, but it's strange in what's actually selling. Like I said, t-shirts are definitely still selling. I've seen an explosion in pop sockets, and then, like I said, Christmas slowly is, I'm starting to see results. But then again, like mystery products that I even forgot that I had up for sale are selling. So there's momentum. Let's hope it keeps going. I think December is going to be exciting, hopefully. But that's where we are. So anyways, like I said, I'm sitting at 260 total right now. I'm not going to crack that 300, but I'm okay with this. And I'm going to get close to $1,000 in royalties, which is okay. But it definitely doesn't come even close to last month, and that's where we are. 2 days from now it's going to be December, and we'll see, how that goes. Even the first week for me is always exciting, because I want to see if there's like instant changes, just because it's December and it's on people's minds, and people get into that whole kind of like shopping frenzy, thinking about holidays, Christmas, whatever else you're celebrating. So anyways, that's kind of where I am. Let me know how you guys are doing. Have you actually noticed any changes, improvements? Is it getting worse? Let me know. I'll talk to you guys later.